Good Tuesday morning, everyone. It is, golly, what is it? February something. I think it's the 27th, maybe. Yes, February 27th, Tuesday, Facebook Live. I am a little late today because of just running late and trying to figure out all this crazy camera stuff. So here we are today, and I am available to answer any questions that you may have about gaps. So one more time with feeling, Monica Corrado here, the Gap Chef. My website is simplybeingwell.com. My intention in doing these Facebook Lives is to be available to answer any of your questions about the GAPS diet, whether it is gut and psychology or gut and physiology, whether it is intro diet, full GAPS diet, GAPS liquid fast, no plant GAPS. Golly gee, we've got so many things at this point in GAPS. So my intention is to answer your questions and to answer them faithfully to the protocol. As all of you know, or I hope you know, I am not a medical doctor, and so my desire here again is just to accurately reflect the protocol that Dr. Natasha has written, and also to let you know if it's something I'm making a comment again, I will say the word according to Monica. Anyway, so happy to have all of you here. Let's get started. Hello, Vlad Alina. Hello, Joanna. How are you? Hello. Hello, Claude. Hello, Faria. Hello, yes. Hello, Dill. Hello from Germany. I love it. Where is everybody from? You could put that in there. That would be fun to know where everybody's from today. Hello, Jody. Hello, Natasha. Good to see everyone. Hello, Bethany. Bethany, I don't know if you've been here before. I'm not sure. I'm not remembering. But welcome to everyone that's new to our group, to everyone that's new to this Facebook Live, and inviting you to check out the previous Facebook Lives, which are now posted on YouTube under Ask the Gap Chef. There's all sorts of great information there. I hope it's great information. Anyway, trying to be. Good information for you so that you can learn gaps and do it with ease. Yes. First time here. Great, Bethany. Welcome, welcome. Yahoo! We've got the UK here. We've got Wyoming here, just north of me. Windy out there, Jody. It's been crazy down here. Crazy wind with this full moon. Tulsa. Woohoo! Holland. I love it. Wonderful. Yay. Hello, Abby. Good to have you with us. Okay. All right. So I am here for you, folks. One more time with feeling. I am going to let you know that if you were not, well, first of all, how about you all give me a thumbs up, anyone who was able to attend the GAPS on Con 2024. It was 2 weeks ago now. Anybody attended GAPS on Con? It was a wonderful conference and just incredible amounts of information about how to navigate the GAPS diet with a family from all ages, from preconception, lots of good information on that, to pregnancy, lots of information on that, to when you're nursing, to when you're raising your child, everything from things about dental issues and what's up with the men in conception and gaps, and just a lot. How about family dynamics? Just lots of really great stuff. Of course, cooking classes from me, questions about gaps in college, etc., etc. Yes, you can still access it, Joanna. I'm telling you, the great thing about these conferences is that they are available for several months afterwards. So you are still able to use my code to save money, mcorrado24, and you can go ahead and get all those recordings, the recordings and the handouts. Amazing, amazing presenters, really, really good information. I encourage all of you to, yes, and there was an incredible piece on eczema. Amazing, amazing piece on eczema that one of the GAPS, certified GAPS practitioners did, Michelle. Amazing information on eczema and also the effect that the GAPS diet has on the child if the mom is doing GAPS during pregnancy. Very important. So important. So, yes, Joanna, you can still access it. You go to gapsoncon.com, and I believe you could just go ahead and purchase the recordings there. Let me just say that there was so much great information that I myself am not finished watching all the speakers because it was just such good stuff. Really good. All right. Yay, you are still listening to lectures. I know, so practical, so relevant. I loved it. I'm so glad. Thank you for the in-college video. Very helpful for everyone. Thank you. Yes, I had a lot of fun doing that. I actually have a son that is college age now. Going to college soon. Hello, Louisa. Hello. Who else came in? Anybody else new? All right. Does it mean I have to purchase the entire thing and sift through it to find the eczema lecture? Not to my knowledge. No, I believe that you can, but I'm not sure that you can purchase. First of all, you don't sit through the entire thing. They're all discrete lessons or classes, sessions, right? So there's the eczema session. There's the dental health session. What does nutrition have to do with teeth and breathing and tongue ties and lip ties and all that stuff? And, there's a session on cooking through from preconception until teens. So these are different lessons. So you watch them in the chunk that they are. So you can watch them as you like. Yeah. No. I don't think you have to purchase the entire thing at all. I think you can purchase, I don't know if you can just purchase single lectures, but maybe single days. I'm not really sure. I'll have to take a look. Hello, Marie. Woohoo! Okay, here we go. So I'm going to take your questions. Let's see what we've got coming in today. I'm scrolling. I'm so happy to see that this is working. Can everybody hear me okay? That's a good question. Can everyone hear me okay? I hope so. I'll put these up. All right. So just so you know, we have one of our members saying right here that the conference was so much good information. She is still listening to the lectures, and it was so practical and so relevant. I loved it. I loved it too. I mean, my mind is still blown. Dr. Natasha did 2 keynotes about children and gaps and families and gaps and pregnancy and gaps, and it's just really incredible. All right. Hello, Yanela. Yahoo! Good, you can hear me. Excellent. I'm so glad. I think you should buy the entire thing. It's unbelievably inexpensive given the amount of information that you're going to get. It's just incredible. All right, Dill has a question. How much kefir should a 19-month-old drink in a day? As much as they want. Did I say that? I did. So, 19 months old, a cup, 2 cups at the most, probably. But again, remember, kefir is food because it is dairy, which means it counts as food, right? It's not like drinking a cup of tea. So it's a very nutrient-dense, high protein, good fat, high probiotic food. So at least a cup, 2 cups a day would be great. Okay, hello, Nicole. Woohoo! All right, let's see. Can iodine paint patch 1 by 1 cause die-off? Yes. Yes, iodine can absolutely cause die-off. We love iodine. How can I say this? Iodine can cause die-off, yes. So eczema flared. Yep. So just toddler and baby's eczema flared. So just with everything, folks, start with just a little bit. Like, so you did a 1-by-1 patch of iodine and you had a flare. So wait a couple of days, 2-3 days, let the skin calm down. Paint a different part of the body. We don't want to keep painting the same part over and over and over because it can develop sensitivity. And then maybe paint a little bit less and see how that much is handled, right? So you did a 1-by-1, you found a flare, so let's maybe start by a half by half next time. I hope that's helpful. And then continue. Watch the body, listen to the body, follow the body, yeah? All right. Okie doke. Let's see. Am I going the right way? I am. I'm scrolling. Can I please share what session during the OnCon that talked about eczema? Yes. Again, that lecture is I think it's just called eczema. And it's a whole hour and a half. Chock full of information and pictures and strategies. And it was fantastic by Michelle. Yeah. All right. Dill asks, my toddler has been receiving antibiotics now for the 4th week in a row. Yipes. Okay. Are there things I specifically should do to restore her gut? What supplements should she take? So the first thing we do when we're taking antibiotics is we take probiotics opposite the antibiotics, right? So if you take the antibiotics in the morning at 8 a.m., you could take the probiotics at 10, right? Or so just make sure that you're staggering when you're taking probiotic pills, probiotic supplement. For children, I like Smidge. Smidge has a very good infant probiotic, which is used all the way until, I think, age 3. Custom Probiotics has a very good probiotic for children. So I would just go ahead and make sure to be taking probiotics opposite the time. Like, don't take them at the same time that you're taking your antibiotics. And then what do you do to restore her gut? GAPS. Did I say GAPS? GAPS. What restores her gut? GAPS. So what do we do to restore the gut? And what do we do to restore the whole being after antibiotics? Right? All your probiotic foods. So we've got sauerkraut, we've got bikavas, we've got every lactoferment that you can make. We've got, pardon my throat. We've also, of course, got all the dairy ferments, right? We have fabulous kefir. So if you really want to restore your gut, I mean, certainly it's GAPS, but kefir whey, vegetable medley, which is made with kefir whey, really good for restoring. I would focus there. Yeah. All of it's good, but I would focus with kefir and that fabulous yeast. Yay. Okie dokie. Let's see. I did all those and all those others. Okay. Claude asks, when we get a small reaction after detox juice, I get dry skin on my hands, kind of like a subtle eczema. Should we be using a binder after the juice? No. So we don't really use binders in GAPS. If we really look at the GAPS protocol in all of its clarity and all of its just the way it's written, when I teach with Dr. Natasha over and over, I hear, do the diet, do the diet, do the diet. When we have this happen and this happen and that happen, do the diet. So what does that mean in terms of your question? So you get dry skin on your hands. Hooray! That means you're detoxing. Yay! That means, right, detox juice and you're getting dry skin, right? So the skin is a major detox organ. Okay, you're detoxing. A little tiny bit of dry skin is something that we push through. we allow the body to do its magnificent cleaning and coming to balance. So just continue. The only time that we stop and back up is when things become too much to tolerate. So dry skin is no big whoop. Dry skin is, yay, my body is detoxing. Hooray! Now, if you said to me that I drank detox juice and I broke out in hives and the hives were so itchy that I scratched them and I bled, then probably we want to look at that detox juice. We want to look at less. We want to look at it more diluted. I hope everybody's diluting their detox juice. Yes, with water. But, yeah, really, folks, I was talking with a dear friend of mine yesterday about when we push through and when we don't. And we push through little tiny things that are really just kind of pesky but no big whoop. Those are my terms. I don't think you'll find them in any book. So, we just, we push through the things that really they're kind of a pain, but they're not really bothersome, really. It's kind of like a gnat. Like it just is, now you've got this dry skin. Ugh. So keep going. Again, if it becomes intolerable for you or your child, meaning it's too painful, it's too much discomfort, it's too much difficulty in the gut, it's too much of any sleep disturbance. I mean, intolerable means we stop, we give the body some time to recover, to come back to balance, and then we start again with less of what less than we're taking before. So, I don't believe binders are on GAPS. That doesn't mean that some GAPS practitioners don't use them, but they're not really, they are not listed in the supplement section of any of the books that I am aware of. So, and don't think of binders if you're just having little reactions. Binders really are for things that you just ate out, it was bad food, you're going to vomit all night, I'm taking a binder to get rid of it, right? Or you ate something that was toxic, right? Then you might think about those things. All right. Hello, Nicole. Hello, Anna. So, Vlad, yes, what I said was give the skin a couple of days to calm down, and then paint a smaller square on a different part of the body and see what happens. Then you'll have more information. Yes. Good job. All right. Abby also says, I would also say that it's so much knowledge and information for not that high a price. While listening to lectures, it was like it was getting solutions and answers to questions in my mind. This is about the GAPS OnCon. It was totally worth it. I'm so glad to hear. I'm going to let people know, the organizers know that you felt that way. We're very, very happy to hear that. I thought it was a wonderful conference. It was exhausting because there was so much information for everyone to learn. And as I said, I'm not done yet with all of my sessions that I want to watch. Okay. Hello, Anna Maria. Okay, let's see. Hello, Adriana. Hey, good to have you with us. Hey, Tara. Okay, Sarisha is here. Hello, Ginny is here. Yasmin is here. Woo, woo. Hi, Yasmin. All right. Hey, Bridget. Okay, let me get moving on these questions. All right. Please, your advice. Child with autism, what should I focus on the most? Oh, on his food. He has screaming issues. Okay, so child with, well, of course, all of GAPS is for autism, right? So the first thing I would do for all children on the spectrum, well, again, everything's going to be individual. So this is going to be general advice that I'm giving, and then we'll need to tweak it for each individual person. So for the most part, I like to take out all nuts and seeds and fruits from everyone that I start working with as a GAPS practitioner, because I want to eliminate yeast pathogenic yeast. I want to eliminate yeast. That's where I start. I want to increase the amount of fish oil, fats, things that are brain food. Yeah. And then you have to decide whether you're going to do the intro diet with your child or whether you're going to do full gaps. I'm going to say to all of you, humbly, that intro is the way to go if you've got an autistic child. Intro diet. Full gaps, modified full gaps can also help and work, but intro is really the way to go. And a couple of things. So one of my colleagues, Linda Patterson, who is in charge of GAPS Australia, has an excellent course called Mealtime Management, fussy mealtime management, which is specifically, in my understanding, about getting children, autistic children and other children, to get through the first couple of weeks of the GAPS diet. So you may want to check that out. You can either look up GAPS Australia or you can look on gapstraining.com and then go to courses, and I believe it is listed there also, so you could take a look. Yeah. Also, you want to make sure that your child is doing, again, folks, the first thing we do is take out all the crap, right? Pardon my language. Take out all of the processed foods. Take out everything with a label. Make everything from scratch. Yeah? Take out all the nuts, the seeds, the fruits. But, yeah. And, do the intro diet with your child. But be ready to do intro, meaning get yourself prepared, make a lot of meat stock, make a lot of blended soups, make a lot of hearty soups, have it all frozen, and then have your partner / husband, wife, whoever it is that's helping you implement that diet, because it can be difficult at the beginning. Yeah. Okay. Abby says, if a ringworm like rash starts getting brown from reddish cover after applying kefir, does that mean it's working? The rash size is still the same. It's still itchy. I would continue with the kefir for sure. There have got to be topical preparations for ringworm. I don't know what they are. I would look and see what you can find out. An herbal topical. I wonder if black walnut hull salve would be good. I don't know. What it means is that something's happening, obviously, right? From red to brown. Brown usually means that things are dying. You've gone from bright red or reddish to brown. It's the same size and it's still itchy. You might want to try other things too. I don't know. I might try other things, like try for ringworm. What other things would be good? You could try a baking soda paste. You could also try iodine on the ringworm. Yeah. And you could certainly keep applying the kefir, but I would look into other things, Abby, because I'm not sure that kefir on ringworm is going to have the effect that we want. Kefir on eczema, absolutely, but it's different than ringworm. So, yeah. Sorry, I couldn't be more helpful. All right, let's see. Would you recommend including a few stems of cilantro or parsley when juicing for chelation? No. Well, I love, yes, include cilantro and parsley in your juices, folks. They are, parsley is one of the herbs that has the most minerals in it. Organic, of course. So absolutely, throw cilantro in, throw parsley in, throw greens in. Don't throw too much kale in, because kale can suppress the thyroid. But I just want to say that a few sprigs of parsley or cilantro is not going to chelate anything. Just saying. Absolutely do it for lots of reasons, but part of the difficulty with cilantro too is that it can pick up heavy metals and then dump them. The half-life is not so good. So anyway, put them in, use them, love them, but use them for different reasons. They're green, chlorophyll, very cleansing, and they are full of good minerals. That's why I would use them. If you want to do chelation, which I'm not saying you should do, and in fact, Dr. Natasha does not recommend unless and until you've done the GAPS diet for at least 2 years and only in very severe cases. So let the diet work before you even think about doing chelation. Just want to put that out there. That's the word, according to Dr. Natasha, that I got about 4 weeks ago when I was teaching with her in a CGP class. Okay. I know I probably just dropped a bomb. So many people are big into chelation, and it's just not what we do right off the bat. 9.9 times out of 10, maybe more. Bethany asks, any advice on finding a trustworthy source for raw eggs? My trusted farm just shut down. I'm not sure how to farm. Blah, 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 blah. Also, what should I look for? Okay. So if you want to find clean food, get to your Weston A. Price chapter leader. Weston, Westona, Price.org. Look for Find Food. Find your local chapter leader and ask them about everything. Where can I find clean eggs? Where can I find clean meat? Where can I find raw milk? Etc., etc. So go there. Also, you can find kefir grains from your chapter leader. If they're making kefir, there should be some extra grains floating around the old chapter wherever you live. And know, everyone, that there are Weston A. Price chapters all over the world at this point. Yay! Australia, UK, etc. I know. They're not everywhere, but they are getting around. So I would check out your Weston A. Price chapter and the chapter leader and find out about clean eggs near you. You can also look online. There are several Amish farms from Pennsylvania that ship that are clean and good. And I like Miller's Bio Farm. Miller's BIO Farm. I think they're really good. Know that farmer, so you could look there too. All right. What should I look for when buying kefir grains? Should it be organic and from raw milk? That would be great. If I have to point anyone to a website, I point them to Cultures for Health. Cultures for Health has they have kefir grains, and they have kefir starter, which is a starter packet. So if you're going to make kefir cream, usually it's better to use the starter packet. That's according to Dr. Natasha. Or actually, she says just use kefir to culture cream. Milk kefir culture cream. Yeah. Okay, so I hope that's helpful. Best of luck to you with all of that. Okay, so Claude says, thank you. So it's recommended to always dilute the detox juice with water. How much in relation? So all of this is clearly outlined in both the yellow book and the blue book under juicing. Okay, and so detoxification and juicing. I would really, folks, if you haven't been with me long and you're new to me, the first thing I'm going to ask is for you to go back to the yellow or blue book. If you haven't read either of them, you must go and read them because you can't do something without the manual. Do not rely on me. Do not rely on any other GAPS practitioner. Do not rely on the web and Googling. Do not rely on GAPS groups. Go to the source. Everyone who's doing GAPS needs to read either the yellow book or the blue book, and also go back to Dr. Natasha's website, gaps.me. So yes, it's absolutely recommended to dilute detox juice. When you first start out, it's 1-to-1. So if you're doing a cup of juice, you're doing a cup of water. Yeah. And then you can slowly start backing that down. Take a look. Yay. Okay. Faria asks, what do you think is indication of goosebumps around the upper chest, lungs, behind the earlobes, and neck? Slightly each, but not white or flaky. Thank you. Goosebumps, goosebump-like things. So if that is sitting on the upper arms, it's usually the sign of the need for cod liver oil. If it's on the chest and behind the earlobes and the neck, I would be doing detox baths. And again, I have a video on detox baths, the 5 detox baths. I go through every single one, which one does what, blah, blah, blah. So hopefully that's helpful. I would try some detox baths and see. I would look at doing probably the baking soda, bicarbonate of soda bath. I would try the Dead Sea salt bath, and I would try a seaweed bath, and I would see what happens. Meaning, do them separately and see if any of them have an effect. You could also apply cod liver oil topically on a small patch and see how it works, see if it helps. You could also, sorry, I'm singing to you. That's where I would start. I would start with some detox baths. I would definitely up my detox game with this person. Yeah, up the detox game and up the vitamin A, which means liver and cod liver oil. And again, as I said, you could put cod liver oil on topically and see how that works. I hope that's helpful. All right. Claude says, yes, my gas practitioner recommended binders. Thank you. Your evaluation on this helps a lot. Cool. All right. Yes, gas practitioners can, recommend things according to your specific, issues and symptoms and how you're showing up and what works for you. But I personally, as a gas practitioner, don't go near binders unless there's actually a toxin that has been ingested that needs to be taken out of the body. Okay. All right, here we go. Good morning, Bridget. All right, can I just have the meat stock and nothing else like a fast? Yes, absolutely. You can absolutely do that. If you look, Dr. Natasha actually talks about the GAPS liquid fast for the first time in this book. This is how I read the book, folks. So put your little things in there because it's important to figure these things out and find out what's going on here. So yes, you could absolutely just drink meat stock. So let's talk about that. Giving the body a break. Sometimes the body needs a break from digesting all that food. If you feel like you've plateaued, now this is not for children, adults. If you feel like you've plateaued in your healing, if you feel like you're stuck, if you feel like you're heavy, if you feel like things aren't moving or working or blah, 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 you can certainly do a GAPS liquid fast. That's in this book. I'm going to tell you where. GAPS liquid fast. Page 202. And the GAPS liquid fast would have what in it? Lots of liquids. Number 1, meat stock. Absolutely. And then what else are we going to put in? Ooh, look at all these great things. GAPS liquid fast. Meat stock. Vegetable medley. Fantastic for fasting because it has minerals, enzymes, vitamins, antioxidants, probiotics, and many other substances. Yay! Brine from homemade, home-fermented vegetables. Wonderful. Vegetable broth, believe it or not. She's talking about vegetable broth. Herbal teas, fresh whey from yogurt and kefir, green juices, natural mineral water. So the GAPS liquid fast has a lot on it. Certainly if you wanted to just do meat stock, you could. Make sure you're adding salt because the body loses salt during fasting. So you want to add salt to that meat stock. And then listen to your body. First of all, a GAPS liquid fast of just meat stock is going to give you some good die-off. So an idea is to do it on a day when you're not working, a day you can relax, you can take care of yourself, you can take a couple of detox baths, really support yourself. Yeah? Yeah, that's what you would, very important to do. And the biggest thing is to listen to your body. So when Dr. Natasha talks about liquid fasting, she talks about starting with one day. See how you feel after one day. Don't say, I'm going to do a liquid fast for 20 days or 5 days or even 3 days, because you have to listen to the body and see how it's feeling. If you feel like you can do it a second day, great. If you don't, fine. And maybe if you like the idea of fasting, you could do one a month. 1 day a month will really help to reset the body. Good idea. Hi, Maura. Okay. Natasha says, my child has been on GAPS intro for 1.5 years. Lots of improvement, but screaming issues. You know, folks, the other thing that I really encourage all of you to do, to the extent that you are able, both for adults and for children, and for anyone who wants to be well in their lives, is to make sure that you are seeing a chiropractor or an osteopath, especially for children that are screaming, chiropractor or osteopath on a regular basis, and also to, chiropractor, osteopath. I would look into things like trauma issues, like, pardon me, goodness gracious. I am not sure why, start another place. If your child had any birth trauma and now they're autistic, I would absolutely go to an osteopath or a biodynamic craniosacral therapist or a chiropractor and make sure that that child is in alignment. If your child is still screaming, I would take them to what's called someone who does visceral manipulation, visceral massage, viscera. That's where they massage the organs, really, to make sure that they're in the right place. I have had children who were screaming because their stomach was stuck to some other organ, or their large intestine was stuck. And so these types of modalities can really help make sure that, number one, the body is in alignment, the spine is in alignment. Number two, the organs are where they're supposed to be. Very important. So if you have the ability to do that, folks, for yourselves and for your children, absolutely. I would absolutely do it. Hi, Kathleen. All right. Vlad says, I am interested in chelation because baby tested positive for heavy metals. Welcome to 21st century Earth. I'm not going to say every child is going to test for heavy metals, folks, but in the U.S. they are, for sure. So, yeah, arsenic. I am just focusing on diet and wanted to include as much nutrition as possible. That's why I tried iodine, and I'm doing 2 teaspoons of fresh juice daily, always diluted. Baby needs animal foods. Baby needs animal foods. Animal foods are builders. Plant foods are cleansers. Let's just make sure that we're on the side of animal foods when we're talking about children. Number one. Number two, chelation in babies, I wouldn't go near it. That's just me, the word according to Monica. But also, use the diet and use it well for at least 2 years and see what can be worked out. Blessings on your journey. Remember, too, lots of minerals, lots of fat for that child. We're talking lots of animal fat, lots of tallow, lard, duck fat, chicken fat, lots of fat. Fat. If you want the brain to function, we need fat. If If you want heavy metals gone, you need minerals. Minerals, minerals, minerals. I would also be looking into high silica water. I need to look into that more myself, but high silica water can help to chelate. Chelate's such a big word, but it can help get these out of the system with gentleness and ease. Okay, hi Reem. Hello, Ginny. That's right. Joanna says, if there's not a chapter in your area, consider starting one. Absolutely. Weston A. Price chapter for those who are late coming in. Hello, Mohima. Hello. Who else? Bridget, get to the blue book. Just go straight to the front, and it says GAPS Liquid Fast. It's probably 3 or 4 pages. It will really help you. Okay. Yay. Way is coming. Yay. Yanela says, Epsom salt and Dead Sea salt can be mixed for an Epsom. Better to keep them separate. Let's keep all the detox things separate, folks. Epsom salt is all about magnesium. Dead Sea salt has some magnesium, but it has all sorts of other things in it, other minerals. So good idea to keep them separate. Hello, Philsan. Acupuncture, excellent too. You know, did you read my mind? I was thinking acupuncture. Okay, good. Is copper a bad metal? I've seen a knee brace that has copper in it to help against knee pain. You know, Jody, I don't know. I don't think it's a bad metal. I've heard of copper toxicity. I've also heard that copper is antimicrobial. And in fact, I own a copper soap, which is a piece of copper that you just rub. Not that I care about microbes at this point, but back in the day when we were all freaking out, right? Not that I was freaking out, but everybody else was. I got a copper soap. You're welcome. Okay. Let's go back up here and see. Okay, Yasmin says, this is for the individual with ringworm. Try sulfur homeopathy remedy and keep going with the kefir. Thank you, Yasmin. Excellent. Thank you. Okay. Mohima says, hello, Monica. I haven't given omega oil yet. Shall I give this on stage 2 or wait until constipation is relieved? Get that oil in there now, for sure. I would. Remember, when we've got things that are stuck, they need to be greased. I'm sorry to put it that way, folks, but it makes it easy to think about, if it's not lack of water, right? Look at that. Oh, I did that. I don't know if it's going to do it again. I don't know. Weird technology. Then you need to increase fat for sure. And again, one more time with feeling, everybody, go back and look at the chapter on bowel management in the blue book. I think it's also in the yellow book, but the blue book has more information, more details. So look at bowel management, everybody. What is going on with our bowels? Please take a look. I just did a Facebook Live on constipation for this group, probably 3 weeks ago. It's called Constipation. Let's talk about poop. Look at it. I talk a lot about what the causes of constipation are. Maybe it will help. Yeah. Is Fiji a good source of silica water, or would you recommend something else? I think it is good, as far as I know. Yes, Fiji water is very good in terms of silica. I am just starting to look into this myself, so when I find out more, I'll let you know, or you do some research and get back. I think there's silica water that's actually sold in glass bottles, which of course we would prefer, but that's going to be expensive to ship, of course. Hello, Anetha. Hello. Just continue to make sure you're doing a lot of fat, everybody. Fat. We're talking like, I don't know, multiple tablespoons a day. 8 tablespoons a day? I don't know. Okay, let's get to Ginny. Hello, Ginny. Hi, Monica. I have a young friend with 4 children under the age of 7. Oh, blessing myself. That's a lot of kids to handle. That means mom's body was depleted every time she had a child, another child, right? We need 2 years in between each child, folks. Okay. who just had an insulin crisis, and now doctors label her a diabetic and push, an installed insulin pump. I've talked to her about GAPS, but she is a vegetarian and won't consider meat stock. Yikes. Any suggestions? Oh, I'm so sorry. So let's remember, folks, that first of all, Dr. Natasha really believes, and I do too, that this particular protocol can help people heal from so many things, certainly diabetes. However, what gives you diabetes? Carbohydrates. Lots and lots of carbohydrates. What do vegetarians eat? Carbohydrates. So what does she need? She won't consider meat stock. That's fine. Well, I hope she's eating lots of eggs. So diabetes is a sugar problem. Sugar is everything that's not protein or fat, right? We've got 3 macronutrients: protein, fat, carbohydrate. That's all we've got in the whole world. No matter what food you've got, it fits into one of those categories: protein, fat, carbohydrate. So vegetarians are at risk for diabetes when they eat a lot of carbohydrate, right? So if you can get her to up her fats, that's the beginning of what will help. But yeah, meaning how much fat does she need? 8 tablespoons of fat a day, 12 tablespoons of fat a day. Is she eating egg yolks? We hope so. Is she eating fish once in a while? We hope so. Is she eating yogurt and cultured cream and all those things? So if she won't do meat stock, fine. I mean, that's not preferred, but there's so many things on the GAPS diet that she can do as a vegetarian to get this thing under control. 1 is increased fat. 2 is eggs and egg yolks. 3 is yogurt and kefir, right? And of course, that's low sugar because it's cultured long. But, and she really needs to get off those grains. No grains, man. Grains and beans, but those are vegetarian staples. Grains and beans. Yeah. You're welcome. Blessings, blessings. That mama needs to stay well. She's got 4 kids under 7. I really do believe it's healable with GAPS. If she doesn't want to do meat and meat stock, that's fine for now, but there's so many other pieces she could really throw at this thing and get better. So I also encourage you to have her read the Vegetarianism Explained book, the green book, Dr. Natasha's green book. She may not look at it now because she's in crisis, and that's fine, but maybe at some point you'll have an opening where you can share that with her, right? All right, I hope that's helpful. Good, good, good. Oh, thank you so much for this, Monica. So helpful, doing a lot of research as always. Your book is on my dining table. Oh, thank you. That really warms my heart. I read and reread and check to make sure I cook properly for the baby. Excellent. Do you have a video live about anemia? I do not, except, what does that person need? Liver, liver, liver. Did I say liver? Liver. That's what that person needs. Yeah. I don't have a video live about anemia, but heal and seal the gut and eat a lot of liver. So we're talking meat stock plus liver. Yeah. That's where I would go with that. Okay, let's see. There was something else up here. We've gone long, but I started late. See if there's somebody else. Okay, I think that's it up there, guys and gals. So great to be with all of you today. Thank you for coming and spending some time with me. Please let your friends, colleagues, neighbors, anybody who's doing GAPS, who wants to do GAPS, let them know about our group and about these lives. And I hope they're helpful to you. That is my intention. All right. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And remember, the body is incredibly resilient, right? Whatever you do, do not stress out. All will be well. Do your best. That's all you can ever do. Yeah? Okay. Bye, everyone. Have a wonderful, you're welcome, Jenny. You're welcome. You're welcome. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Blessings on your journey. Blessings on your children. And yeah. And I'm going to go have a cup of meat stock. Bye now.